Good morning, everyone. Welcome to this continuation of the brief. I'm wondering, have any of you ever wondered what it would be like to process out of the military? And have you wondered how that might be different if you were to do so while overseas? Today I'd like to talk about three main parts of leaving the service and also of how those might be a little bit different or more complicated while you're overseas. First, let's take a brief look at medical and dental screenings. Let's talk about the tuition assistance, or not tuition, but the transition assistance training that you would get. And finally, of the packing up of all your things and having them shipped back to your home of record. First, medical and dental. As you all know, there are screenings that are part of joining the service. There are certainly screenings that are part of leaving the service, and that's because they need to see where you're at, are you broken, and so that they can determine what they need to do if they need to do something, so that they can send you on your merry way and you are in as good a shape as you can be. So they need to know where you are. I got to experience that. The medical portion went fairly well. Dental screenings, I got seen, and everybody that saw me recommended a cleaning. That happens every once in a while. But unfortunately, they were all booked up for cleaning appointments for a prolonged period of time. When I was on shore, there weren't going to be any appointments open until I was at sea. And when I was at sea, they were only doing emergency cleanings because they were trying to get everyone through the first portion of the exam, of just evaluation. Transition assistance training. Well, there is a week-long class that you get to go to. They talk about all kinds of things that are going to help you as you get ready to take off the uniform and join the regular life workforce. They'll talk about applying for jobs, about things that should be on a resume. They'll talk about the different ways that you can identify the skills that you've gained while you're in the military and put them in terms that civilians will recognize for your resume. And then there are different, kind of like a job fair of sorts, just different representatives from federal employee that will tell you things that you would need to know if you wished to work for the federal government as a civilian. Well, one of the things that they talk about is interviewing. Well, imagine the complications of interviewing for jobs while you are on the other side of the ocean. This was a complication that I got very familiar with, and it did in a lot of ways hinder what I was able to do, the things I was able to prepare for, because I was willing to return to Japan after going on a job hunting spree. I was given a full 30 days to job hunt, provided that I provided my own transportation there and back. And so I did that, and I tried to make the most of the time that I was home and to interview the places that I could think of and find to interview, but still having just a few week window to try and prepare for 30, 40, 50 years of potential employment. I found it a little constraining. Last but not least, packing up of your things. Some of you may have been moved by the Navy or by your branch of service before, and so you'll know that it's no small thing. People show up and they want to put all your stuff in boxes, and they use special handy nifty tools to do that. Well, if you are in Japan and you are leaving on a permanent basis, you have an express shipment and a regular shipment, and how much you can send is based largely on what your pay grade is and how much family you have there. Well, as I was wrapping things up, I was a geographic bachelor. I lived in the barracks. And so all of the things that I needed to have sent were within the weight limit for an express shipment. So that was fortunate for me. And those were available just a few weeks after I returned home. All right, so in summary, life post-military is going to come whether you're ready for it or not, and whether you have a plan or not. So my advice, the counsel that I would give you is to, as far out as you can, explore all the options that are available to you, and to weigh them and see what's going to work best for you and the things that you want to accomplish with life. Don't wait, don't hesitate, think it through, allow for flex, allow for change. Thank you.